what's going on? It's Carlos from TechBeam with a look at your weekly Tech Rewind. Now, think to yourself for a moment. Do you wish you didn't have to put that much effort into typing essays? Yeah, of course you do. I mean, come on, I wouldn't mind. Well, the folks at MSCHF may have found a solution for you. It has to do with the font, which is called Times New Roman. Now, there really isn't too much difference between this font and the regular Times New Roman font. However, each character is 5 to 10% wider. But on the surface, it just looks like regular Times New Roman. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, this has to be way too good to be true, and there has to be a catch to all this. And sadly, the font only works for assignments submitted by hand or in PDF form, mostly due to the fact that this is a custom font the majority of people aren't going to have installed on their devices. That is, including your professors. Last year, Google introduced Family Link, giving kids under the age of 13 their own Google accounts that are able to be managed by parents. Now the feature is being expanded to teens. Using Family Link, parents are able to set screen time limits, lock devices when it's time for a break, approve or block apps on the Play Store, and locate their kids using their devices. The feature started working with Android devices earlier this week, and support for Chromebooks is also coming soon. Now, Family Link is available for anyone with an existing Google account, and the hope is that expanding the feature will help to monitor online safety of all family members. Now, when the feature is used for anyone over the age of 13, both parties have to agree before monitoring can take place. Now, teens that are wanting to opt out can, however, they're going to have to deal with a 24-hour lockdown on their device. Now, parents are also soon going to be able to ask their Google Assistant-powered devices to lock kids' devices for them. Now, we told you about it last week. Microsoft has started testing a warning for Windows 10 users that urges them not to install rival web browsers. Now, the tech giant has actually decided to pull that controversial prompt from its latest Windows 10 preview. Now, it's worth noting that just because they pulled the prompt for now doesn't mean that it's not going to show up again at a later date. I mean, come on, it is Microsoft. It's also possible that Microsoft may continue to test these types of prompts in the future. And it's worth noting that this is the first time Microsoft has introduced prompts like this. There is another similar prompt that shows up when users try to switch their default browser, and they have even issued notifications to those using Chrome, warning them that Google's browser is actually draining your battery faster. I don't think I actually believe that. It's worth noting that Microsoft tried to just flat out ignore your default browser in favor of Edge when opening links in the Windows 10 Mail app, something that didn't go over well with users when they gave feedback to the company, and that actually caused them to rethink their decision. It's also not clear if that's what happened this time, but Microsoft doesn't typically just add major changes when it's wrapping up development of updates. Now, a while back, we told you that Amazon planned to open one of its cool cashierless stores in Chicago. They're really cool, I want to check one out. The stores work by using hundreds of cameras to track what customers are picking up, and then basically charges you when you walk out of the store. Actually, it does charge you, and probably collects a bunch of other data on you, but that's besides the point. Well, now it's actually a reality with the new store opening last Monday. This marks the first Amazon Go store to be opened outside of Seattle. Like its other stores, this one's going to be open long hours, that is from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and of course doesn't have any checkout lines. Now, Amazon's other stores launched between 2016 and this year, but the company is looking to expand. You see, Amazon plans to open as many as 3,000 of its Amazon Go stores by 2021. This is according to a report from Bloomberg. Now, this would be Amazon's most aggressive move in the brick and mortar space after purchasing Whole Foods back in 2016. This is also going to greatly alter the company's potential offline retail success as it competes with other grocery, liquor, and convenience stores, as well as big box retailers. If you're a nostalgic gamer, well, this next story is probably going to pique your interest. Sony is bringing back its original PlayStation console. Dubbed the PlayStation Classic, it contains 20 games that help define the gaming genre. Titles will include Final Fantasy VII, Ridge Racer Type 4, and Tekken 3. This fabulous game package can be yours, but only if the price is... Oh wait, Sorry, I thought this was an episode of The Price is Right for a moment. Anyway, if you want one, you can pick it up at Best Buy, GameStop, and Walmart stores for $100, with 2 controllers included. Sorry, old habit. Code that has been hidden in an upcoming Galaxy S9 Plus update may suggest that the company is planning to release a 5G variant of the Galaxy 10 next year. It looks like there's 4 main versions in production. Codes refer to them as Beyond Zero, which is expected to be an entry-level model, Beyond 1, the standard S10, Beyond 2, likely the S10 Plus, and Beyond 2 5G, where Beyond is the rumored codename for the S10 lineup. The codenames also include Q variants that would be running Qualcomm Snapdragon chips instead of Samsung's own chipset. It also looks like there will be both a version of the 5G S10 with the Qualcomm chip and one without. It's worth noting, however, that the Qualcomm chip will likely ship in the US. We should expect to see the new lineup in mirror with the state of 5G in mid-2019. Each major operator is aiming to have launched 5G services in one form or another by the end of 2019. It's likely that the offerings won't be exhaustive, however, and the actual utility of a 5G handset will be low. It's likely we'll actually see limited quantities of the S10 being produced. And that's a look at your Weekly Tech Rewind. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And be sure to turn on that bell for notifications. My name is Ben Carlos, and we're going to see you next time here on TechBeam.